Let's continue. Actually, I need to open up this app with my name in it, nickname. And wait until we catch up with streaming. But streaming. I shouldn't care at all about this. Content. Functionality, settle area, Dragonfall. Oh, okay, finally. Welcome to the chat. Yeah. Great. Hold down the Alt here. Your client has hired you to tie up loose ends at the site of Bosch Cloak and Dagger operation. One of the operatives from a failed mission has been captured by Ignite Aaron security forces, and it's only a matter of time before he talks. Your job is simple: kick in the door, find the operative, and put a bullet in his guts before he can spill them. I remember this thing. So yeah. Now I remember stuff. I need to take out this guy from here. I guess it will be a matter of leaving him out of here or killing him. To be honest, I'm like, I don't know. I'm easy on the option to kill him, and I'm easy on the option to let him live. It's really weird and strange. Like early, maybe I would be just easy on letting him live. But now I'm easy on killing him too. I'm really more chill about this. And maybe I should have been before. Anyway. Ooh, I opened the door. Pro points. Let's go. The door slides open and the stench of stale sweat assaults your nostrils. Ow. Enstad steps forward, his bloody lips curled in a smile. The soles in his boots squeak on the polished tile floor. Free at last, thank Christ! His smile widens and is sickly green. Tar-stained teeth shine wetly in the light. Didn't think I'd warrant the rescue. Whoever sent you, thank him for me. Draw your weapon. Herr Fuchs is disappointed in you. You just those movies. And you come here and just like black agent, man in black, just saying something before and just shoot in the face. The boss is disappointed in you, you know? Bam. Anyway. Afraid you're wrong about that. I was sent here to tie up loose ends, namely you. So yeah, it's weird. Should I kill him right now? Or... okay, I'll choose this variant option. His eyes go wide. He raises his trembling hands in surrender. Well, Chief. I don't know why your client told you. Okay, this is shit. This is shit. Like really, the option in the instruction was like, kill him and you get paid. But, like, my idea is to let him live and get him out and whatever. At least Knight Errant won't ask him anything. Anyway, let's hear his story. If I will kill him after that, it will be like really not a good thing, because, well, you let someone tell his life and then kill after that him, it's a bad thing. How? But, yeah, let's hear him out. I want to know what's going on. I want to make my own decision. Wherever I will be paid for this or not. He said that your team botched a run, went loud too early, and got a lot of people killed. Us? We botched the run? That's bullshit, man. We did everything like we were supposed to. Like always. It was the bastard's bad intel that got us hung out to dry. Sounds familiar. Please, hear me out. I promise I'll make it worth your while if you do. Couldn't hurt to hear what he has to say, Chief. It doesn't matter what excuse he feeds us. Nothing can change what we have to do. A contract is a contract, Ankh. His hands clasped in front of him in a sign of supplication. You can see the terror in his eyes. Okay, go ahead, talk. Alright, okay. So we go in, right? Me and my team. Oh, he has actually a blue eye, black eye. Left one. Me and my team, and we are doing just what the client told us to. Well, the bastard forgot to mention that Farmer had a Knight Errant security contact for the place. He told us but there will be little, if any, resistance. So imagine our surprise when a key response team kicked in the door and unloaded on us. Etiquette Shadowrunner. Quit trying to shift the blame. Adapting to an unanticipated situation is a part of Shadowrun's job description. Okay, I'll choose this. And according to the client, the reason why Knight Errant showed up was because your team started slaughtering the lab staff. Oh. For Christ's sake! What we're supposed to do? Thanks for Fox's bait intel, we left all the heavy ordnance at home. No collateral damage, he told us. Funny how little Kiir seemed to share his concern. Took him all of 2 seconds before we started lobbing grenades at us. You know where I'm coming from, pal. I can see it in your eyes. You've been on jobs that went south before. The only difference between you and me is that you were lucky enough not to get caught. Look, I can see that you're skeptical. I get that. Can't blame you for that either. You don't know me from Adam. But I know one thing that you will understand. I'd like to offer you a trade. I got a little toy hidden away, managed to stash it before those Knight Errant books took me. My own design, totally one of a kind. I called it a pain inducer. Grade A fun for the rhino who has everything, I guarantee that you'll never find another. You let me live in it's all yours. I'll put a fucking ribbon on it for you. I'll disappear and never bother any of you again. Scout's honor. Even if we consider going off mission. She shoots you a significant glance, which we wouldn't. She turns back to Anstad, staring him down. Did you honestly think we'd sacrifice our professional integrity and a 15,000 Union payday for a trinket? He nods slowly, Anstad. 15, huh? I can match that. You let me leave, and I'll pay your wage. Plus, Vindusa. Hell, you could even tell your client how dead and still bill him to, whatever, double your earnings. What do you think about that? How do you come by 15 grand? I'm really curious. I hit a big payday a while back. Put a extra cash in my rainy day fund. Trust me, pal, I can pay you the money. You help me out and transfer it to you myself. We just need to get back to the room where I stashed my PDA, that's all. What does this pain inducer do exactly? Induce pain? He snickers. It's a narrowband microwave projector, causes debilitating pain at target, and screws with electrical systems of drones and the like. Think of it like a taser, and easy to use and maneuver, and a lot more fun. Okay, I give him much a douchey voice, and I think he is a douche. So let me recap this. They started to kill people here, without reason. Then knight errants showed up. Now he blames them on his contractor, that it's contractor's fault that everything gone to shit. Shit. It's weird how he has a first move with him. Einstein's lifeless body lies crumpled on the ground. His mouth is frozen open in silent scream. Good call, Anhek. I got notice you. We all knew what we were here to do. Good on you for stepping up and doing it. Oh my god. When you're a Shadowrunner, you actually have to accept who you are. But at the same time, you have to accept what you're doing. If you take on a job, you're supposed to do it. That's not a question of individuality, it's a question of responsibility. For even you taking this job, I knew what I was going for. Taking a job and telling after that to a person that, nah, I just decided to mission that, whatever, and did my way, just go screw yourself. It's like, it's not a douche way to a contractor, it's a douche way even to yourself. That's being unresponsible to your own word. Exit the building. Oh no, please, no more night errands. I got enough of them for this moment. So this... What the fuck is this? The leader of the group is an elf with Asian features. He's obviously a vet job. The bands of corded muscle that bulge out under his sleeves have distinctly store-bought look to them. When he speaks, his voice comes out in gravely rumble. Vet job. You mean he was raised in a vat, or corded muscle? Or maybe... I think he was enhanced by cybernetics. Bio mode as it's called here. It's less painful for Essence, but it gives you some capabilities that are almost comparable to cybernetics, to metallic ones, like you get enhanced muscles and heart and something. My, the intrepid Ankik with no rigger inside. Rigger? Ah, fuck, he was talking about Monica. I must admit, I am surprised. Yeah, well, it makes two of us, and who the hell are you? Her Fuchs sent us to check up on you. Given his recent troubles with Shadowrunners, this should not come as a surprise. The company man smiles and nods slightly. I shall return to him and report your task complete to my satisfaction. Good day. Fuck. Can't fight with them. So, seeing this body, knowing that they started to kill people here, the Shadowrunners, possibly I could make a conclusion that actually the previous Shadowrunners, it's them who did this to this body. Why? That's screwed up. I think I got some paid data with me. Yeah, chemical research data. Project data on some sort of chemical research. Project that you pulled from the Sharing Pharma AG lab. That you hit. It's probably worth something to the right buyer. No. At least I got something from here. Your trip back to Cross Bazaar is an unsettling one. Every time you close your eyes, horrible visions flash through your mind. Bodies torn apart by surgical machines. Oh yes, that body. Mouths frozen open in never-ending screams. Walls coated floor to ceiling in congealing blood. And through it all, the smiling face of Thorvald Arnstead. You blink, banish the visions. They're behind you now, you're on your way home. Smiling face of Thorvald. Okay, I know it was he's doing. I know it was he's doing. And this is fucked up. Your PDA rings, and the face of your fixer pal Almzel appears on the screen. I'm here. I have new information to discuss about the state. Please come as soon as you can. Alrighty. My god, this mission was hard. Like several times harder than before. There's so many night errands there. Ankhyk, welcome back. I have news for you. In your absence, I have been looking into the Harfold Manor. Whatever Shrink is up to, it is both large scale, pun, and well funded. I've uncovered a money trail leading from holding companies all over the world to an offshore fund with a dummy address. From there, all of that freshly laundered money flows directly into the Harfold estate. Wait a second, why would the dragon have investors? It's doubtful that the five-ink spawns even know where the money is going. This is typical draconic plots. Uncover a stream of money flowing behind the scenes, and there is a fair chance that you will find a dragon at the receiving end of it. To a dragon, conspiracy is second nature. No, but Feuerschwinge was different. She didn't scheme a plot, she acted. That's true. Yeah, and look at where it got her. When Firewing launched her attack on humanity, it was an act of hubris. She lashed out because she didn't consider our species to be a threat. It would be quite a hubristic for us to assume that she will make the same mistake twice, really. I will continue digging into this while you and the team tackle your next run. The Flarker will have more information to share upon your return. Sounds good, Paul. One last thing, Ankith. Malid was able to restore the readable surface one of Green Winter's DVDs. If you'd like to take a look, you will find it sitting beside the player. Oh, just one of them. She's still working with others. Many of them are extensively damaged, and getting anything off of them is proven to be quite a chore. She has told me that she'll be in touch if and when she makes any headway. Oh, thanks. Let's check it out. Load the DVD labeled Watch Me, load the second DVD. Oh my god, it's another 6 of them. Track 1. Green Winters, and timestamp is 2054, November 11th. Alright, as I said in my last recording, I've been having trouble finding hard fox and Feuerschwinge. So I thought I'd open things up a bit. Let's see what the rumor mill has to say. The screen jumps, and Winters reappears in different location. He's now clutching a mug of Soykov in both hands, and there are bags under his eyes. Well, that was enlightening. Assume that any of it was true, that is. So, for the past 5 hours I've been walking around some crazy fringe of theories related to dragons and SOX. As a reminder, the SOX is an irradiated wasteland between France and Germany. It got zoned off back in 08 after the Cottenangal reactor meltdown. Anyway, all kinds of rumors floating around about this place. I heard stories about a vault sitting there that operates in survival of the fittest, kill-by-kill basis. Sort of like a nightmare invasion of Berlin version. All of anarchy, but none of stability that Flux State provides. Radiation poisoning, cancer, and money pollution are just the icing on the cake. So, when Adrian helped the Luftwaffe shoot Feuerschwinge down, she crashed into the SOX. That much is well known. What isn't well known are all the modern day myths with arising about her since. And tonight I've heard an earful. I chatted up a girl who claimed to be Ghost Red. Oh fuck. That's a smuggler that operates in the SOX. She told me about a dragon cult called the Disciples of the Clean Fire. Apparently this cultist worships some sort of radioactive ghost dragon. Could be Feuerschwinge or it could be nothing, but it's worth digging into all the same. And now I think that my little ghost rat told me, the popular rumor in the SOX is that Feuerschwinge's astral form was... I guess you'd say mutated by all of that background radiation. Some of the glow punks out there say that she shed her body like an old coat. Others say that she's trapped, doomed to languish as an intangible radioactive ghost. I don't know how much credence to give any of this, after all I don't have any proof that my ghost rat is even ghost rest. But she might be. And then, She could also be run-of-the-mill glowpunk. Or maybe she's just a young in my chain and she's never been to Essex at all. Who knows? Well, it's food for thought anyway. I don't know where the thought of some radioactive ghost dragon thing is any scarier than a genuine dragon is, but it's interesting, all the same. Now, the big question is, will any of this get me any closer to finding Adrian? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no, but you never can tell. The screen goes black, green winters. Stamp is 2054 November 12th. Alright, let's continue thinking outside the box. After the Dragonfall, the great dragon Kaltenstein came flying to SOX to rescue a Firewing. But he was driven off, some say killed, by a Lofweir Nebelhair. So, what if there's another dragon involved in all of this? Winters grabs a thick, leather-bound tome from a shelf behind him, licks a finger and begins to leaf through it. Alright, so let's run down the list of major dragons that could be helping her. First, there's the Golden Worm, Lofweir, the CEO of Zeta Crop, and quite possibly the single most dangerous being on Earth. Lofweir's local boy, so he'd be in position to help Furschwinger. He certainly has the financial capability to help her. He could have sent a small army into Essex if he wanted to. So he's definitely got the means, but I can't see how he'd have any motive. He actively prevented the Firewing's rescue back in 2012, after all. Same thing true is for Nebelhair, so let's scratch the both of them off the list. He flips a page, frowning. Then we've got Eden, the Great Search. He's operating out of Turkey. By all accounts, he's not a fan of Lofweir. They're actually competing for territory in the Middle East. Whew, so I suppose it could be considered motive. Reviving the Firewing might cause problems for Golden Worm. But would he risk a war with Zeta Crop by straying into Lofweir's territory? Again, I don't think it's likely. No. He turns another page. There's Senadir out in Wales. He's pretty heavily invested in Trans's Neuronet, so he's got the money, but he's too busy dealing with BTL killer scandal that Transis is going through out in London to get his close daughter in the six. Flip. Dulkinzan Van out in Eucas. He pauses, shakes his head, and he slams the tone shut. No, this is a waste of time. Dulkinzan's supposed to be dead, I think, at that point. One of the greatest dragons. I think he was called Blackwing in the Earthdown universe. The more I think about it, the more convinced I am the Firewing is acting alone. Dragons don't cooperate unless they absolutely have to. After all, why bother making nice with your equals when you've got an entire planet full of pawns at your disposal? They don't need to work together, they have us to exploit. Track 3. While this track does load, it's clearly corrupted. The screen fills with a meaningless stream of text. Okay, some unrecognizable data, just jumble. Among this jumble, maybe you can recognize on the word old add. And then the text disappears and you find yourself back at the menu screen, so track 4. This file is partially garbled. You can recognize a few words here and there, but they're interspersed amidst a solid block of corrupted text. It's the same jumble, but some words are recognizable. Beauclair, N. Still my big brother. Still searching. Irving. Elsewhere too. Lynn. I will find you. It's the last. Not getting any close. Elsewhere too. New research. Don't know. Where? And that's all. The tag disappears and you find yourself back at the menu screen. Track 5. This file's corrupted. The screen fills with meaningless assortment of size characters. Yeah, so there's nothing here at all. So we play track 6. The screen goes black and the same digital chime that you heard in the Dragonfall DVD plays again. A crackle static fills the air, followed by the same, now familiar electronic whine. A few moments later, the display goes live. And it's an image Eden Walkler. It's a middle-aged man with a cigarette in his mouth and short hair. It looks pretty Germany. Walkler looks haggard, his eyes are heavily bagged and bloodshot, and his hair is mussed. He holds a cigarette in an unsteady hand. Hermie, it's me. I can't sleep. I don't know where you are. Out having fun, no doubt. Maybe flirting with one of those unattainable beauties that you're always chasing? He tries in a smile, but it quickly disappears. He takes a drag on his cigarette. That's good. I want you to live a pleasant, normal life. After all, one of us should. Walkler rubs his eyes. Oh yeah, I can still smell the smoke, Hermie. It's almost a year later, and I can still taste the stench of the burning corpses. When I sleep, I can hear the sirens and screams. There's no sign in this world as horrible as burned victim screams. The doctors would call this PTSD, I'm sure. They'd have me in therapy, maybe dose me up on SSRIs, like they do to our veteran soldiers. He chuckles and takes another drag. Quite a story for the tabloids. The great dragon slayer, Adrian Walkler, mentally incapable of wrestling with his own demons. He shakes his head. No therapy for me. And certainly no medication. I have a reputation to live up to, however poorly deserved it is and however little I want it. He pauses, stubs out his cigarette. The dragon is still alive, Hermie. Of that I am certain. One day I will find her, and then perhaps I'll be able to sleep through the night. The display goes black, and the background whine fades away. A moment later you'll find yourself deposited back at the menu screen. That was the last track. Ankip, greetings. Amzel peers at you through a battered old pair of wire-rimmed glasses. There is something gentle about the man, with his silver hair and his tweed jacket. He looks more like an aging art history professor than he does like a criminal go-between. Is there something I can do for you? I'd like you to ask about another member of my team. I guess there's nothing new here. I see Dietrich. Dietrich doesn't walk talk to me. As you approach, Iger turns to face you. Her rifle has been filled, stripped, and lying in pieces on a sheet of butched paper. Arranged in a neat row along the edge of the paper are bottles of copper solvent, bore cleaner and lighter fluid. Our fearless leader returns. What do you need? Any thoughts about the last run? She shrugs. It was a nice change of pace. A simple job with a straightforward objective. At the end of the day, the whole thing was pretty by the numbers. Vriga died, we got paid, and everyone went home happy. That's a win in my book. I'd like to hear about your time at the KSK. She shakes her head. No, I'm not in the habit of sharing war stories, Uncle. Not with people who never served. It doesn't have to be a war story, I just want a better idea of who I'm running with. She looks in the eye for a moment, evaluating. Finally she shrugs. Alright, Ankik, you win. I owe everything to my time in KSK, from my street name on down. So, you tell me what you want to know, and we'll see where this goes. Tell me how you got your street name. Back when I was in basic training, a fellow recruit made a vulgar jokes at my expense. He said it reminded him of the north face of the Eiger in the Bernese Alps, huge and beautiful but dangerous to climb. He stoned that little doubt as to what sort of climbing he had in mind. I think that he was trying to proposition me in his clumsy way, poking me in front of the other recruits to try to provoke a reaction. She shrugs. Anyway, he got one. I broke 3 of his ribs, and the name stuck. So you're overactive then, as usual. She shakes her head to you. That's about how I expect you to respond. But it's disappointing all the same. I didn't overreact, fearless leader. What I did was necessary. That's true, whenever you can see it or not. Actually, yeah, if I would think about this much more, I would choose the first variant. Like, yeah, the guy was asking for it, so he got what he deserved. Maybe the phrase was not really cool with me, but it's the truth. Okay, I stand corrected. You might mean that, you could just be trying to de-escalate the situation. You tell me, fierce leader, you wanna hear why I did what I did, or would you rather just drop it? Because there are plenty of other things that I could be doing right now. Go ahead, tell me. Alright, I will. As soon as that idiot made his little joke, I was a foregone conclusion that I was getting saddled with the nickname Eiger. The only choice in the matter was whether it happened under his terms or under mine. If I hadn't broke that tweet's ribs, the name Eiger would have meant a difficult sexual conquest to a war barracks full of recruits. That's what I would have been to them from that point on, my own accomplishments be damned. Thanks to what I did, my new name meant the troll who doesn't take shit from anyone instead. It's a name I'm proud to go by, and I hung onto it ever since. That's cool. Anger pauses for a moment, then looks you in the eye. And what if it dies to you, Ankek? If anyone ever puts you in a position that he puts me in, if he demands you in front of your unit, whatever his intent, the appropriate response is to put that person down. Hard. Out in the field, nothing will kill you faster than losing the respect of your team. By that logic, I should have broken your ribs after Monica died. In your place, I would have. She looks you up and down, appraising you. Not that you've succeeded if you tried, but in terms of saving face, it would have done wonders. In all seriousness, Hankek, I'm sorry that I put you in a position. I shouldn't have, and I acknowledged that. She straightens. Need anything else, or can I get back to prepping for our next run? Tell me about your team. She nods. Fair enough, I guess that you earned it. There were 8 of us, 2 commander squads, working together as a single unit. Schmid and Lange were combat deckers. Wolf was our rigger and combat engineer. Fischer handled demolitions, Brown was a medic, and the rest of us, Metzger, Kruger, and myself, were weapons experts. Our mission was extraterritorial, technically illegal, but important enough to justify the risk. We'd been sent across the border into Poland. The Russian mafia had set up a cottage industry in human trafficking all along the Oder-Neisse line, and it was our job to disrupt it. Etiquette security, that sounds more like a police section than a military operation. Wouldn't the GCG usually handle that kind of thing, but I can't choose that. I don't have etiquette security. So go on. We were a good team, experienced. We went through a lot together and we chalked up a lot of kills. In our own way, I'd like to think that we did some good. So, who's in command? Metzger, best leader I've ever had the pleasure of serving under. Her face clouds. He was a hell of a man. But he went down with the rest of the team. Everyone but me. What happened to the team? She shakes her head. No. That's one story that I won't be telling. They died. That's all you need to know. Oh, thanks. So, no more questions, thank you, Iger. She turns back into the disassembled components of her rifle. Sure thing, fearless leader. Good talk. Glory. For the first time since you met her, Glory's expression seems to be brightening. It's subtle, but it's there, you're sure of it. Ankhyk, the pleasure is always. Need anything from me? Any thoughts on the last run? There isn't much to say. She pauses to study for a moment before continuing. I think that we should have given Thorvald a chance to prove his claims. Waiting a few minutes to kill him wouldn't have harmed anything. That said, I understand why you did what you did. The job was to kill him. We all knew that we weren't decided on. She shrugs. One step closer to paying Alice's fee. In the end, that's all that really matters. How are you doing? Golden is always Ankhyk. No problems here. Are you ready to tell me about the harm you're spotting? I'm getting there, Ankhyk, but you'll have to give me some time. Answers will come when they do. You said that things went bad but you turned 14. I'd like to keep talking about that. She stares at you, her face expressionless. No, I'd rather not. Why not? Because I don't see reason to. The memories are unpleasant and dredging them up doesn't serve any real purpose. You're wrong about that. The last time we talked it had an impact on you. That's reason enough to continue. She pauses a moment to consider your words, a troubled look in her face. I suppose that's true. Feeling discomfort is better than feeling nothing at all. Alright, here's the deal, Ankhyk. I'm going to talk. You listen. When I'm done, I'm done. No complaints and no arguments. And we'll see what happens. Deal? Deal. Right. The 1,000-meter stare creeps back into Glory's eyes. A moment later she's locked away in her own head again, reliving memories that she'd long since filed away. So, a few days after my 30th birthday, I began to express, magically. Judging from what I saw in your aura, your awakening must have been an incredible thing. It was actually fairly standard. Real power didn't come until later, but we'll get to that. There is another long pause, and Glory becomes more animated. Anyway, I turned 13. I reckoned. I don't even remember how my parents found out about it anymore. I think that my dad caught me playing with a tiny city spirit that I coaxed out of a pile of garbage, something like that. With everything that happened afterward, those days are kind of a blur. What I do remember is my father's response to the revelation that his little girl was a witch, a hexer. He beat the living shit out of me with his fists, and then his belt, and then a claw hammer that he dropped out of his toolbox. All the while my mother was screaming and flailing at him. She took a couple of flicks with the hammer too. I'd very much like to murder your father. God. That's a common sentiment, believe me, but I appreciate the thought. So, finally after what felt like an hour, Dad stopped tuning me up with the hammer. Fuck. I had broken ribs, a busted arm, I couldn't see out of my left eye, and my entire right side was covered with one giant bruise. I was bleeding all over the place, making a real mess of the carpet. The old bastard spat on me. His bleeding, crying daughter. He spat on me, and he told me that I was des Teufels Hur, the devil's war. And he kicked me out of the house. As I was crawling away, my father told me that if he or any of his Kreuzritter brothers ever saw me again, they treat me as the Berlin's chapter treats the enemies of God. If you're not familiar with how the Kreuzritters here in Berlin deal with heretics, it's decidedly less pretty than what my dad and his buddies did to their victims. I got the hint, and the next morning I hitched a ride out of the Stuttgart. You're a human girl, presumably with an ID. Why didn't you go to a hospital? Oh, I did, but not in Stuttgart. If I went to a local hospital with the kind of injuries that Dad gave me, there would be questions, and I couldn't afford to stay in town any longer than I had to. Even if my dad wound up getting arrested for beating me, the rest of the local Kreuzritters would have found me, and have wound up skinned alive and thrown into the Neckar. I wound up in Tübingen. I figured it'd be a safe enough place to find medical attention, and maybe to call home. It's not far from Stuttgart, but it has a huge student community that I figured I could blend into. And the university there has a decent magic department. My ride dropped me off at the university hospital, and they patched me up pretty good. Had some questions for me about how I got so beaten up. But I lied and told them that I'd been mugged, which played nicely into my complete lack of cash, credit, and identification. Oh my. Glory pauses for a moment and looks down at the floor, then fixes her eyes on you. She is visibly tense. We're gonna fast forward for the next few years. I was a kid in the street. I got by as best as I could, doing whatever I had to do. The rest you can leave up to your imagination. Good? Good. Good. Glory's clenched jaw relaxes somewhat, and the tension drains out her shoulders. Thanks. So anyway, I lived on the street for a few years. Got used to being hungry all the time, got used to getting rained on. Goodbye. I was painfully aware that I had magical talents, but without any kind of training or guidance I didn't really know how to use or develop them. Truth to be told, they scared me, so I more or less ignored them. So I just sort of went like that until a few days after my 17th birthday, when I met Marta and everything changed. Marta was a sweet girl. At first I took her for a street kid like me. Her clothes were a little ratty, and she seemed comfortable being near me, but she also looked well fed and happy, and those were two things that I hadn't been in years. We started hanging out, and before I knew what was happening, I was in love. There was a genuine attraction between Marta and me, I think, but I also think that a lot of my affection for her came from the fact that she was the first person in years to give a damn about me. She cared, and I loved her for that. Glory pauses. She looks flustered, her composure cracked. Keep going, Glory. She stares at you for a bit, then nods. A few ragged breaths later, she continues. Marta told me about a place where she'd been hanging out. She invited me to join her there. It was called Feuerstelle, the fireplace, and it was sort of commune for dispossessed youth. It turns out that a lot of these street kids I'd known over the years had moved there. The way they'd disappeared, I assumed that they'd been kidnapped or killed, or had gone back to their parents, but there they were. There they were. I remember being kind of angry about it, like, how did everybody got the memo about this but me? Marta clamped me down. Marta calmed me down. She was good at helping me walk through my feelings, and I wound up following her to Feuerstelle. To a street kid, it was basically paradise. The owner, a guy named Haro, had set up this little farm just outside Tübingen in the Schönbuch forest. The Schönbuch is officially a nature park, but not many people go there nowadays. Too much fear of paranormal animals, I guess. Anyway, park or not, it was plenty big enough for us to hide in. It was also safe and pretty, and the farm was well stocked with food. Most importantly, Feuerstelle gave us a sense of community and stability that we'd never had on the street. And we loved Hero for that. He became like surrogate father to us. Oh, that's some kind of story with guys who make some kind of ideology and gave outskirt people under them, providing them with farm food and something like that, giving them a community. They're almost like cults or pseudo-cults, I guess. Glory pauses again, and you recognize a distinctive flush in her cheeks. She seems to have come out of her reverie once again. That's enough for now. I need to process all of this, and I don't want to continue forward until I had the chance to do it. I know that this all happened years ago, but I guess it's still pretty raw to me. So I'm gonna ask you to give me some space for a while. She turns away, and the frost begins to creep back into her voice. We can pick it back up later. Okay, let's check on the terminal. It's really weird to do these voices. Maybe we should change some of them. I have one unread messages. Hijacked shipments. Medbach, Gunari, Tuanchik. If you value new hardware coming into the Cross Bazaar, we need to talk. One of my weapons shipments has been hijacked by a local gang. I can promise 500 new yen, and if you can recover the shipment, I'll have some new gear on the shelf. Come see me for the details. Jobs directory. Claim payment for the farmer cleanup job. You submit the job as finished and await your client's response. A few moments later, a message pops into the screen. Herr Fuchs to Ankek. An excellent job, Ankek. You are a credit to your profession, and I would not hesitate to hire you again. Your fee will be transferred to your account immediately. Fuchs. A moment later, a second message pops into your inbox. Your payment details. So I got 15,000. Crew salary is 4,000. Ammunition resupply is 1,000. Deduction for Alice funds 7.5. And to my own account is a 2.5. Payment transfer complete. View all pending and active jobs. Okay, I have one pending is MKVI prototype extraction. It's MKV1. Hamsel's face wigs onto the screen. Uncheck. He will find the complete transcript of my conversation with Herr Schmidt, a potential client. As you will see, the details of the job are a bit more vague than I would like, but the pay is quite substantial. After reading the transcript, you may choose whether or not to accept the job. If you respond to the affirmative, our client will be notified, and we will make all necessary preparations for the run. One other thing. Herr Schmidt provided me with a device to assist you on the run. He calls it a little black box, apparently. It can be used to compromise the power and security systems of the run site. If you opt to take the job, be sure to take it with you. Hamsel's image flickers, then winks away. A moment later, a glowing blue text field begins to scroll up from the bottom of the screen. Guest. Greetings, Herr Hamsel. I trust that this connection is secure. Hamsel. Naturally. To whom do I have the pleasure speaking? Call me Herr Schmidt. Very well, Herr Schmidt. You have some business for me? Indeed. I have a job for your team. A simple matter. Judging by what I have heard of your team, I imagine that we will be well suited for the task. Go on. The interests that I represent have learned that Aegis Chemi Europe is working on a company-wide project. Something very secret, very new. Reliable sources inform me that they are keeping a working prototype of this new venture at their Berlin facility. Oh, I see. And your employers wish us to acquire this prototype for them. Naturally. What is this project? If you want my team to grab the prototype for you, we'll need to know what we're looking for. I'm not at liberty to say. I can tell you that the prototype has been branded MKV-1. I can also tell that your team will find it on the 25th floor of the Berlin facility, in the office of one Albrecht Haushofer. Further, I can assist your team in disabling building security and gaining access to the 24th floor. From there, however, we'll be on their own. Such vagueness can be dangerous, Herr Schmidt. I will not commit my team to run without a better understanding of what the job entails. Facing such dangers is the purpose of a Shadowrunner, Herr Hamsel. Your team will be rewarded handsomely for their services. My employers have set aside 20,000 yuan for the job. Consider it hazard pay if you wish. Make it 25,000 yuan, or look somewhere else. 22.5 yuan, final offer. Very well. I will pass your offer to my team. Are there any further details you can provide? Haushofer office will be locked behind a vault door. The lock is old-fashioned, of a mechanical variety. I will provide your team with a copy of the key. I will also supply you with a little black box, a solid-state device that your team can use to override a variety of building systems. Your team will enter the facility underground garage. When your team has acquired the MQ-1, have them exit through the same garage. I will have a vent there waiting to extract them. Thank you, Herr Schmidt. I will pass your offer to my team. Good day, Herr Hamsel. The text field disappears. A single line of text pops onto the center of the screen, taking its place. Accept job. Of course. You take the little black box from the desk and pocket it before returning your attention to the screen. Okay, back to the root. Check the status of Alice found. It's 17 health. Access the Shadowrun PBs. Post paid data for sale. Post the sharing pharma AG chemical research data. Posting successful. Search BBs for relevant keywords. Fred. Transis Highlander best new deck. Just got one of these from Transis new rent rep. Wants me to sell them in my store, so I took the puppy for a test drive. Signal quality is insane, makes for a huge difference in comfort deck and fatigue. I can stay jacked in for hours and feel fine. Last session I had to set a timer so just I wouldn't forget to eat. Lumens. The specs on that thing look impressive, but I'm an Allegiance man. Does the comfort really make that much of a difference? My attacks are generally beaters anyway. Rifle like 44. Allegiance? What are you doing with that thing, playing video games? Any serious decking is going to require way more horsepower than the thing can push, even overclocked. Tolstoy. Only crappy decker blades their gear, or do just fine, thanks. Rifle like 44. Lumens, how much is Trans paying you to post this Scheiße here? Maelstrom. So it was like one of the marketing moves from someone. Possibly. Fred, help, drawing in junk messages. Hi chummers, I could use your help. Every time I jack into the Matrix these days I'm flooded with junk mail. There is so much of it I can't even see. Can anyone help me? Rolling thunder. Great. And now a newbie who thinks he's on tech support board. Rifle like 44. Hey Starfleet, I wouldn't ask but I'm desperate. I can't deck like this. Can't deck like this. Rolling thunder. Alright, Thunder, calm down. It sounds like an adbot is keyed into your deck. Been poking around anywhere sketching lately? I don't need details. A simple yes and no will do. The smile on Bandit. Strikes again, ha ha ha. Oh, strikes again, ha ha ha. Actually, instead of timestamp, he hacked it. No, Bandit, I haven't been anywhere like that, I swear. Please help me. Rolling thunder. Watch him wanna bet he gave his personal info to some scam site. I'll give you 10 to 1 odds. Rife like. No, I don't think so. All I've done was make an allied dating profile. Let me guess. Meet and mate. How did you guess? That's a real dating site, Thunder. It's like a place where desperate people go to get infected with malware. But what do I do? How do you make it stop? I don't know. Buy a new deck. Best of luck. It was weird and stupid. Situation with getting malware, getting to unknown dating sites, and wherever else, I guess. Blitz stops out his cigarette to your approach. Heck, I was hoping I'd see you. Did I have another round lined up for us yet? I'm strapped for cash. Why the hell is strapped for cash? With the amount of work you've been doing, you should be rolling million. What I can say, Chief? He tries on a thoroughly unconvincing smile, but immediately seems to think better of it. The anxious look returns to his face. I have expensive tastes. How expensive are we talking here? Even if you had a raging cram habit, I think you have at least some union left. I was hoping for a straight answer. You gotta tell him for deflection bits. And you are annoyed and persistent. If you must know, I'm in debt. That's where all the money's going. In debt? To who? He hesitates before responding. When he does, his voice carries an edge of annoyance. No offense, but this is getting a little too personal, Chief. My debts are none of your business. If some bookie sends his thugs here looking for you, it's going to become my business. So talk, and now. Blitz shakes his head in desperation. Alright, fine. First off, you don't need to worry about anyone coming after me. My debts are to a bunch of old contacts. If I don't pay them, I'm gonna lose them, and in this line of work it is smart to burn bridges. Second? Before you ask, those depths of the services rendered. I was in a tight spot. I needed some help, and I threw around a lot of IOUs to get it. Third and finally, the trouble I was in with a girl. I'll tell you about it if you ask me to, but we're verging deep into the personal feelings territory. So if you don't want to hear me sob over my ex-girlfriend, you'll drop the subject now. So it's up to you, Chief. You really want to go down this road? Or shall we keep this relationship professional? You're clearly preoccupied with this. In our line of work, preoccupied can get you killed, so spit it out and we'll deal with it. Blitz meets the gaze for a moment, then looks away and sees. Alrighty, where to begin? I meet Emily in Dog and Keeper. She was the first person who was ever more important to me than myself. I was crazy about her, Chief. To this day, she's the only person I've ever met who could out-deck me. And the real kicker is that she wasn't even decker by trade. There was nothing that she wasn't good at. I like to dump on rigging, but Emily, that girl could pick up anything that she set her mind to. Sounds like a hell of a girl. She was. She made things right. No matter how stupid I was, no matter what I got myself into, she made it right. I don't think much of many people, Chief. Emotional attachments aren't really my thing. Love seems like a diluted word these days, so I won't waste it on Emily. Let's just say that she was important to me. And then I lost her. I didn't know what was happening. I came out of nowhere, and one day she was just gone, along with most of my decking gear. The only explanation was a handwritten note on old-fashioned paper. Leave me alone. That was it. We'd been together for years, and that was all she left me. That and this beat-up old cyber deck. Naturally, I freed, and we had our share of arguments, but we never had a huge blowout or anything. I couldn't think of anything that drove her to do a thing like that. Mostly I felt hurt, so I searched for her, in the real world and in the Matrix, and when there turned up nothing I started tapping my contacts. And that was when I started racking up debt. Okay, and so did you find her? No, she's gone, unkicked, without a trace. I looked high, I looked low, I poked into everything I could think of, and my contacts did the same. He shakes his head. She's gone, Chief. At this point I accepted that, but I still have to repay those debts. I am surprised that you've given up so easily. But there must be some place you haven't looked. He blinks. I don't know, Ankhyk. I really did look everywhere, at a great personal cost. If she means that much to you, you owe it to her. You owe it to yourself to try. Yeah, you might be right. He shakes his head. Fuck, I thought I was done with this, but you're right. I want some kind of closure, never going to be a piece of his. Thanks for the talk, Chief. I'll let you know how it goes. Yeah, you do it, Blitz. Good luck. Any thoughts about the last run? That building had some incredible toys in it. Those were fun to see. I'm not saying that I approve of how they were used, mind you. But there was some pretty busy stuff in there, all the same. Well, anyway, we did the job. Thorvald's dead. I kinda wish that you'd held off for a bit. At the very least, we could have milked some Nuyen out of him before putting him down. He shrugs. Oh well, c'est la vie. So, like, my team telling me that I should, I don't know, keep him alive for a few seconds and see what will happen. Malit Holly, and asking her that if she got the drone fixed yet. Oh, I do. Just finished before I arrived. There's a complication though. Complication? What is it? This drone's got a custom iOS stack on it. Someone wrote code that sits in the bootloader and configures the drone to only accept comments from a specific user. The thing works like a computer virus, so there's no way I can rip it out unless I got another brain from this model of drone. Before you ask, yes, I look into that. Problem is this is a stolen corp drone, a discontinued model of a stolen corp drone. There are no parts for this thing on the market around here, so unless you know who locked this thing up so tightly, you're not going to get more use out of it when I do stop. Okay, I'll ask around. Kami, the girl with invisible hats. She looks up from her comb, idly blowing a gum bubble and quickly popping it. Hello again, I have been busy. I am a bit young to be a spy. Kami puffs up indignantly, and you realize how young she must really be. She couldn't be out of her teens yet. And what does that mean? Chill, I only admit it can be a hard life for a kid. She grows quiet for a moment, briefly looking down at your shoes before looking you straight in the eye. Yeah, it can be, but it's better than some other lives. Altuk gave me a good job and I'm super grateful for it. Which reminds me, I should get back to it. See you later. She lays the tips and invisible hat at you before returning to the comb to her wrist. Oh, Kami brightens up as you approach her, grinning widely. Hey there, Altuk was just telling me you were around. I was wondering if you might be willing to trade a story too. What are you looking for exactly? The girl taps her finger thoughtfully against her chin. Well, you're new here. I knew that you knew Monica, and I got a vague idea about what went down the night she died. What went down? But I want to know what you think your most exciting adventure has ever been. Hang on, how the hell did you hear about that? She smirks playfully. Remember, I'm Altuk's ears and hands outside of the cafe. We share a lot of intel, he and I. So what's the story between you two? She glances away briefly before returning her gaze to you. I suppose I can tell you. If the Monica thing was a secret of yours, it's only fair I share one of my own. I never really went to school, pretty much being a street kid as long as I can remember. There was so much to learn from people outside of school that I never really bothered. Makes it difficult to get a job, so as all good street kids do, I chose a place to hunt with my friends and always hung out there. That was Altuk's cafe, and he was super nice about me and mine. I felt more comfortable with him than I ever did mine, thought her eyes narrow only for the briefest moment at the word. And we talked a lot when I was waiting around for my friends. He must have been fairly comfortable with me too. Otherwise, he wouldn't have offered me a job. What is it that you do, actually? Technically, I'm the barista, but like I said before, ears and hands. I run his errands, I gather gossip, and sometimes I even make coffee. I much prefer his hookah options though. Real coffee makes me feel paranoid. Speaking of which, I should probably get back to work. See you around. She offers you an apologetic grin. A little busy right now, chum. Places to be, things to do, I know that. But if you come by later, we'll have time to chat. Bye. Oh look, who is this? Ah, Luca Dier. Some new client, I forgot. So, you on, Kikia? The late Monica Schaffer's replacement. He looks you up and down, then nods. Good, you look the part. Let me get right to business. My organization would like to retain your services for indefinite future, but first, we're asking you to go on a trial run, an audition of sorts, to prove that you are the right man for the job. Assuming that you complete this trial to our satisfaction, we'll then offer you a variety of simple tasks. All of this should be achievable in the course of your everyday business. You won't need to go out of your way, expose yourself to much unnecessary risk. For each task that you complete, you will be rewarded handsomely, and there will be a bonus if you finish them all. So, have I piqued your interest? Will you accept our offer? Who do you work for? My organization knows everything worth knowing in Germany, including this small point that is Berlin. It is our best interest, however, to remain unknown in the rules at large. For the time being, that is all you need to know. How does this audition pay? I can offer you 1500 new yen, and only if you complete the full audition, the run and post-run interview to our satisfaction. If you fail to perform up to our expectations, you will receive no pay and no further office to work. That isn't much. It's an audition. The purpose of this trial is for you to prove your worth to us, not the other way around. Of course, you are free to decline if you wish, but know that there are hundreds of runners in Berlin who would kill for the opportunity to work for us. We came to you because we think that I see a gleam of potential. If you prove us wrong, you'll happily take our offer elsewhere. Okay, sure, I'm in. Good, he smiles. Very good. Now, on to the task at hand. There's a man named Alish here. He's a senior manager at Hermeriocon, and a respected figure in his community. My organization also suspects him of working with more corporate extremists. These people are actively working to undermine the flag state and pave the way for corporate-controlled Berlin. My organization has no more desire to see Berlin fall to corporations that you do. However, we are hesitant to act on no suspicion without proof. This is where you come in. Keep talking. You will meet with her team that I arranged for you, and with their assistance, you will plant surveillance device in his apartment. Take with you one to filter Tor and Golan. The rest of your team will meet you there. Hang on a second, I already have a team. You do, yeah, but they are unsuitable for this job. Remember, this is a test of your ability, not Eiges, Edgoris, or Dietrich. How do you know the names? The same that I knew yours. You will complete this trial with a team that I have assembled there. And not at all. It is important for us to know that you are willing to work with these limitations. So, will you work within the boundaries that I have described? Or will you turn down an opportunity your fellow runners would kill for? Okay, I'll work with your team. Whatever, dude. Very good. The moment you're aboard the train to Frankfurt Tor, your test will begin. I would advise you to bring what you need in terms of medical supplies and ordnance. Once you embark on your trial run, there will be no turn back. After you have planted the devices and verified their work, come back to me. There will be a brief interview, post-mortem of the run if you like, and assuming that I'm satisfied with what I heard, I will pay you your first stipend. Then we will discuss our future options. Best of luck on Keg, we'll be watching. Oh my god. Ouch, it got 17 experience points. Let's waste them. Can I do it now? Let's waste them on security etiquette. And next will take me a 19. Can I save here? Yeah. Out of Bragadze, the Turk flashes his wide smile and winks at you knowingly. I'm told you have been quite busy of late. Oh, wanderer over shadows. My state rats tell me the business is picking up. Oh, is it the man who has taken over for Monica Bragadze? Who does it look like, your rotundity, the Pope from Vatican? Give him a psych off, a big one, and put it in my account. I like the cut of his jib. A large psych. My, you're a generous one, Goldschmidt. I sure can afford such a gesture. The fat man frowns. And a scone, I was going to say, and a scone as well. Nothing's too good for him. Oh, as you desire, O ample one, the Turk whispers. The man is a moron, but he earns his weight in baklava and pastries, so who am to care? Now, what is it you would like? Give me Turkish coffee. Another one. So it was like some kind of fun jeep between Goldschmidt and Baragazzi. I guess I have a bunch of money, to be honest. Absinthe turns to face you. She takes care to avoid looking you in the eye. Welcome back, Aunt Heck. You're always welcome here. She pauses for a moment. It's the funniest thing. When I look at you, do you know what I see? Tell me. An old primary school, decrepit and crumbling. I see you standing in a basketball court of splintery floors and faded lines. Your voice softens, becomes dreamy. The air is thick here, stagnant. The whole place smells like a knot sock. Then there I hear gunshots, and they bring me back around to the present. A strange dream, I wonder what it means. That was an awfully strange way to open a conversation. Was it? Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend. She looks away. I merely comment on what I see. I'm looking to buy some magic. When you want to talk to Algernon, he's just around the corner. That's all I needed. Be well, elf. Hello again. May I help you? I have a question for you, if you don't mind. You're in luck. I have a great many answers. Okay, what do you know about Feuerschwinger? The elf ponders for a moment, twisting a ring on his right hand. Feuerschwinger, the Fire Ring. That is a name that hasn't been heard in some time. Over 40 years, I believe, though I can't say for certain. Time and I do not get along. She was among the first of the great dragons to awaken, and the first to be killed by metahumanity. That's how the story goes. So, you don't buy that? I take nothing at face value. It is one of the secrets of my longevity. History is the version of the past events that people have decided to agree upon. Truth is something else. Absinthe interjects. Oh, a great dragon is not like other awakened creatures. Whereas a basilisk is nothing more than a Komodo dragon, whose genetic structure was mutated by the magic's return, a great dragon is a creature of magic. A creature has seen more than one cycle of the world. This is the 6th. Algernon. When a great dragon falls, the sound resonates across time and space. Okay, you're skeptical, so how does the story go? Feuerschwinger awakened, along with Lothvir, Nebelherr and Kaltenstein, around the first decade of the century. She was first seen over the Harz mountains, and after a long flight announcing her presence, she began raining fire in every town and village she came across. Sounds like she woke up grumpy, angry, deranged, or something else. What motivates a being such as her? No one knows. Feuchtwinger was never engaged in dialogue. German military forces are said to have killed her over the SOX for a year she emerged. This after months of fire, devastation, and terror. Her body was never recovered. You think she's still in SOX? I cannot say. Absinthe. A sealed emergency zone is by its very nature sealed. We cannot know what happens inside with certainty. Yet, I do wonder what effect the radiation from a nuclear meltdown might have had upon her. Any theories? Algernon crosses his arms across his chest. No, I do not deal in theory. Despite her death, there was a rumor that she had been seen over Iceland some time after her fall, but it has never been confirmed. Some speculate that her viewer witnessed her astral form and that her body still lies in SOX. Over Iceland. Now, is there anything else that you need to know? Have you ever heard of a gang called the Kreuzritters? Oh, sadly, yes. They're quite active here in Berlin. They're fascists, plain and simple. They cling to Christian doctrine to justify their actions, but they're killers first and religious fanatics second. Just what the fuck is the religion here anyway? I never paid much attention myself. Oh well, it's complicated. We stand in a country that has clung to its religious heritage with considerable zeal. In much of the developed world, the awakening shift public perception away from organized religion, but here in Germany it had the opposite effect. While many developed nations have adopted spiritualism, some here might call it paganism, as their de facto belief systems, the Germany of 2054 remains a Christian nation. Whether this a good thing or a bad one is open to interpretation. I take no stand on the matter either way. And what do you believe? I'm a simple traveler, and a seeker of truth. I believe what I directly observe. And I have observed. His voice trails off, and the corner of his mouth twitches up into a smile. Much. In my view, our belief systems are essentially different ways of interpreting the same thing. Magic is the underlying force of the universe. It is fundamental truth. Religion is a lens that societies use to focus the enormity of that truth into something that we people can understand. But what is the source of magic? Where does the truth come from? You ask questions that have no answers, young elf. Val strokes his beard, a contemplative look on his face. My experiences lead me to suspect that magic is its own source. You may of course choose to believe differently, but it matters little to me either way. Intriguing. Well, you're giving me a lot to think about. It was my pleasure. Now, is there anything else that you need? Can I see your spells? Bet yourself. Oh fuck. I guess I need to upgrade my spellcasting finally. I will be weak mage now because I put all my points into spellcasting for some reason. For charisma, what I'm saying. So yeah, deal with me. I can't use these new and shiny spells. Oh, but I have a power bolt too. That's a good thing. Okay, so I guess I'll take it. Outfits. What do I wear actually? Adept's Combat Fast Armor 6, Occult Robes 3, Summoner's Guard Armor, Traditional Mage Robes. I think I'm wearing the Apprentice outfit. It gives 1 willpower and 1 charisma. Then there's Urban Mage Cloak, an outfit designed to assist in both magic and evading the authorities. Grants +1 willpower and 1 move speed. Then Traditional Mage Robes. Robes to enhance magical abilities but with limited physical protection, grants 1 pillar, willpower and charisma. Then Occult Robes. From knowledge comes magic, from magic comes power, and from power comes your greatest knowledge. +1 willpower and more spell casting. I guess I'll take this. And I don't have much money now. And I don't have much of spellcasting ability to buy spells. I guess I will have to waste some time gathering points for spellcasting. Magical explosion that does -1 AP. There is a second version of it with better spellcasting, so I guess I will wait until I'll have more spellcasting points, so I will not waste points on this. Powerball 2 is already a waste of money at this point. Confirm. That's a nice magic ring here. So much stuff to investigate in this game. Oh, what's up with him? Maintenance worker. Hey buddy, sorry to bother you, but I could use some help over here. You wanna make a little extra scratch? Shouldn't take long. Sure, what's the problem? Well, me and my buddy Victor got called in from of next keys over. Something's wrong with the sewers around here. Your local plumbers and mechanics are all useless. Vic and I talked to him, tried to get him to give us the maintenance schedule for your sewer pumps. They just scratched their heads at us, said that the machinery down there just took care of itself. My best guess is your pumps have shut down. Happens from time to time without proper maintenance. When the pumps shut down, the waste started piling up, and it's causing some pretty major overflow problems downstream. So what do you want me to do? Well, Victor went down into the sewers while I was getting stuff out of the truck. When I came back, well, I was about to climb down there, but I heard these awful screams. I went on, and I just stopped. I froze up. Nearly shit myself, to be honest. I don't know what to do. I can't go down there, not after that. The problem is probably something basic, a clog that needs to be cleared, something like that. Restarting the pumps should take care of it, but no goddamn way I'm going in there. If you'll do the job for me, I'll give you a new gun you were paid for it. I don't need it, you can now have it all. I can leave without the money, but someone's got to fix those pumps before I can leave. Fine, I'll do it. Ah, you're a lifesaver, Chalmer. If you find Victor, well, if he's still alive down there, tell him I'm sorry. And there's Gunnar Medbach. Welcome back. You need some weapons? Some munition, perhaps? Got your message about the missed shipment. How can I help? He nods. Aye, a gang from nearby Keys has been hijacking shipments bound for Cross Bazaar, taking money out of our pockets. I could use your help to stop this from happening. Your dear departed Monica used to provide encryption and information control for the Cross Bazaar. Now that she's gone, we merchants have been having no ends of trouble. With all these answers, the gang has been intercepting our communications. What kind of communications? Shipping manifests, payment orders, that kind of thing. A group with an agenda could use that information to set an ambush, and that's just what this gang has been doing. Several cargo trucks full of goods have already been hijacked en route to the Cruise Bazaar. I had a tracking device placed on the last shipment that I sent out. Containers full of weapons and medical supplies. Sure enough, they got taken, and I've tracked it down to Gesundbrunnen. If you've never been there, it's a keys built out of an old U-Bahn station in some old bunkers. Rumor has it a new gang called the Rabengeiste is holed up there. I suspect that the two things are related. So, I need you to go to Gesundbrunnen, find the Rabengeiste, and get our goods back. I can offer you 500 Nguyen for the task, and if you can recover a missing weapons shipment, I will be able to sell some better hardware too. Can you tell me anything else about this gang? He frowns. Not much, I'm afraid. From what I heard, the Rabengeisters are tricky. They have a reputation for stirring up trouble, then disappearing without a trace. I would tread carefully in Gesundbrunnen if I were you. How do I get there? Just take the U-Bahn. The line still runs, though not many folks stop at Gesundbrunnen anymore. The market there used to be something of a tourist attraction, but I think they've fallen hard times recently. Okay, I'll take care of it. Good. It's about time I had some new inventory come in. And one more thing, Amkik. I'm gonna need you to go enlighten this one. Take a friend along if you like, but no more than one. If you spook him, we could trash the merchandise. Best go quiet. Best go soon too, before the trace goes cold. This will be my next mission. Welcome back, my friend. What can old Zoc get you? Okay, actually there's an achievement to buy jazz from him. So, okay. Got it, I guess. Simi Kim weaves an awkward dance through scattered refuse. Her two thin legs wobble, but she keeps her footing throughout. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. I could use a little sun down here. It's not literal sun, silly. It means tomorrow will be a better day. Monica used to say something like that. When I was tired, when I was sad, when I only wanted to sleep, she would tell me that. She told me I would forget, that the pain would go away. I lived many lives, but I've been an orphan more times than anything. It was the first story I found when I needed to get away. Anybody ever tried to get off the steams? Seems. But I need them. Monica understood that, and Zoc says we're safe. I don't know what I do without them. Without them I dream, and I don't want to dream. I don't want to remember. They help me forget. They help me be strong and smart, and I never lose anyone. That makes a good thing, right? Maybe someday you won't need them. Maybe. So, do you like it here in the Cruise Bazaar? Kim turns her head so as not to look you in the eyes. Her posture is that of someone who fears the possible repercussions of her answer. It's good. I can get what I need from Zark Flash or Doc Esquibel, and they let me pay where I can. Monica was always nice, and Paul Omzel and the Angel is nice to me usually. I know Monica's gone now, but I can still stay, right? Of course you can stay, Kim. Thank you, oh thank you. I don't know what else I would go. I don't know what else I would do. Let's talk more another time. Alright. Is there anything new in the phone booth? Walk away. Nope. Let's look in there. Wine cellar. There's still here this salty Lucky Strike. Chefs working on greasy plates, making awful food. Hey again. She nods at you. What you need? I don't believe you've met. We've actually met. She was a friend. Okay, I've gone through these dialogues. It actually somehow still open. Okay, I need to check up on this guy. Alexei leans on his crutch while staring into a barren sky. Nothing moves about but grey clouds. His faraway look is only broken when you approach. Something I can do for you? I want to hear more about the war. Lane grumbles and massages phantom pain in his synthetic legs. Damn it, why won't the war just let an old soldier fade away, like Mark Arthur promised? You are military. Where did you serve? Back home with the Finnish Defense Force Jager Brigade. Lane clenches and unclenches a fist, either out of repressed anger or more phantom pain. His red face betrays nothing. The Russians fought to come at us from the north as well as the west. Through the Lapland, thinking us weaker there. They fought wrong, and the snow was painted pink on both sides of the border. Tell me about the Euro Wars. There's much I could tell you what you wouldn't have learned in school. What you should learn in school, anyway. Russians invaded, hell, if I can remember why. The world was more a mess back then than it's today, if you ask me. They attacked Poland and Finland first. Poland broke within months, opening the door into Germany. I had no contacts in Berlin back then, mind you. Can't really say how bad things were there. Had battles of my own to worry about. Sorry, okay, I won't bother you anymore. Just checking in. I appreciate the effort you're making, but you've got some big shoes to fill around here. Monica was important to this place. You have no idea, but I imagine you soon will. Nothing stays secret for long in that state. The flux demands transparency. The truth will always get out, and the truth about Monica's death is now on the breeze, flowing through the streets of Berlin. Next come visitors of uncertain intent. Some may just be bottom feeders sniffing after the livings of the dead. Others will be hunters looking to exploit a leaderless tribe. You still think us leaderless? The old troll squints at you as if looking for a javelot's loop. Not sure yet. They're trying times ahead, seen it before, too many times before. Anything else you need? Nothing, I'll be going. And there is Samuel Beckenbauer, the metahuman defender. Hello again, my friend. What can I do for you? I'd like to talk about your organization. Yeah, of course, please go on. What about donations? Oh, the new library is marvelous, Ankik. You have worked miracles for this organization. Our next goal is to purchase a set of Troll nets for a new work training program. I have high hopes for this plan, Ankik. With these devices we could teach job skills to the least educated members of our society in a fraction of the time that it would take for them to learn on their own. With 400 million we could make the purchase. Whatever you could spare would be most appreciated. Yeah, just take what you need, I got you covered. Samuel's eyes widen again. This is incredibly generous. Thank you, my friend. Not a big deal, Sam. Do good with it. I can scarcely believe it. With this donation, we have met our penultimate goal. I will send a volunteer to the Data Heaven to acquire the troll nets. In the meantime, I will make the happy announcement to our guests. Thank you again, Ankik. You will never know how important you have been to the people I serve. It was my pleasure, Samuel. Anything to help. He nodded to you. You are a true fan of Crow's Bazaar. Okay, and then bye, Samuel. Bye. This is going somewhere. We made some beds, shits, we made some TVs, libraries. Now we're giving them trolls to give them work. I don't think we're actually this high cost, these cybernetic enhancements, the trolls. And it really could help them to do something at least. So yeah, there's still Askable, the most enigmatic person here, doing some shady business behind. And I freaking need some medical supplies, really. Like say, advanced medkit. One thing. Let's take out the nitro and take instead of it advanced medkit. Okay, that's good. Now we will go on some adventure. I guess it's all of course Bazaar for now. So I will do the sewers and I will do the Gunari Medbach quests, but I guess the only thing I will do tomorrow today is sewers, even if I'll do them. Enter the sewers, of course. Let's take Glory, Dietrich and Blitz, Eiger. Don't you take Eiger there? Let's take Blitz and see where this will go. I guess they're all restocked. Yes, they are. Confirm. Finally, mission. Yay. Hooray. The sewers. A ghostly labyrinth of tunnels and dead-end passageways makes up the network of sewers beneath the cruise bazaar. You climb down the ladder into the shallow underworld and reel at the wave of foul smells that washes over you, clogging your sinuses and saturating your clothing. As your eyes adjust to the light, you find yourself standing at the edge of a narrow channel of murky grey-green water. The rush of churning water echoes down the tunnel. You catch a flash of motion in your peripheral vision, something man-sized, moving fast, fleeting across the far end of the tunnel. You strain your eyes to see it, but to no avail. The thing, whatever it is gone. I already quit myself. Wait. Can I can give acid bolt to Dietrich finally, but he has a nerve bolt now. Wow. He has a bunch of space for other stuff. Hey, I'm a useless mage because I put all my karma points into charisma. And I don't know shit about spellcasting now. Okay, everything looks good so far. That doesn't look good. Pump 1 status console. Pump 1 operations control. Access pump status. It has stopped. Analysis. South turbine water flow failed. The south turbine has been deactivated. Steady water flow has stopped. Pump test running passed. Okay, south turbine water flow failed. It means through south turbine there's no water flowing. The south turbine has been deactivated. Okay, that's a reason for this. And pump itself is good. The pump is operational, but not receiving full water flow from the south turbine. Okay, access pump operations. Error! Pump operations have been rerouted to the facility central computer system. Oh god. So can't do anything from here. Okay, pump 2. The status. South turbine is not working, we know it, but the pump isn't working itself too. The pump has been clogged. Clog cannot be resolved until water flow has been restored, and the pump is shut down completely when restarted. So I need to get water flow from the south turbine, then shut out all pumps, then restart them, and everything will be okay. So what the fuck is this? These metahuman bones have been picked clean. I think I got some kind of ghoul or ghost here. They usually live in some dark places and eating everything flesh-like. It's like no real brain here. Oh, this is not good. Can I get here? Nope. This place is quite littered with stuff. Oh my fucking god. A corpse, mangled beyond recognition. Turbine controls. The turbine is currently powered down. Activated. Safety lock has been engaged. Please input authorization key to proceed with activation. Decking 4, bypass with safety protocols. Get your decker to bypass with safety protocols. Activate a turbine. And reverse to knife. Okay, this is a ghoul. 2 of them. Now I think not taking Iger here was a mistake. Okay, let's see what will happen. Good. Let's get somewhere else from here. And just shoot this bitch until it's dead. Okay. Three of them. Cool, cool. Damage 8. Pierces up to 2 armor. And I missed, of course. Done. Okay, let's see. You will be target. You will go for him. Missed. Oh my god, that touch blitz too? Okay. $58, $57, $55, 10 damage, 12 damage. Let's do this. And I missed. Now there is such a man as Dietrich. can't use electrical. That's hope. Hope is futile. No use. Okay, good. Let's heal him, then smash him. Bad. Missed, really? Oh, it's still recharging. Not good. Let's go here. Oh, yeah. That's quite much. One still alive. There was 4 of them, as far as I can recall. Okay, let's see. I can reload this weapon. Okay, let's get out and see what will happen. Oh, I see him. What the fuck he's doing this far? Good, good. Oh, it's great. He's almost disabled. Now apparently he has 3 actions. And done. That went quite good. This corpse has been eviscerated, its limbs have been torn clean off, and its ribcage is oddly deformed. The tattered shreds of a blue maintenance uniform hang loosely off its chest. It's weak. You find a well-worn manual entitled Wartungshandbuch, Ausgabe 2042. The book is filled with depictions of turbine and pump cross-sections, tools, and descriptions of maintenance procedures. A few of the pages have been bookmarked with colorful bits of paper. Flip to yellow. This page is dominated by a detailed illustration of turbine cross-section. Scrolled in the margin is the number 822896. Flip to yellow, that's where I was. Yes, flip to green. There are some notes written on the margins of this page, but you don't recognize the language. The only word you can make out is computer, written several times. I think I was talking about pumps, but you need to restart from central computer station. Did I do everything here? I think I was going to pumps. Oh no. Can't do anything with this one. Access pump status. Okay. Now I need to get to this computer center. Not here though. Somewhere here. Yay, I found a door. So yeah, okay. Goals were living Undercroy's Bazaar in the series, I guess for some time. Well then, it's a little inconvenient. There's another one. He's attacking Dietrich for some reason. So many misses. Good. One to two. One to two. That's good. Let's get here. Use heal. That should be the boss off. Oh god, I should put Dietrich somewhere close. Because reasons. Mark him. Use haste and glory. Smash him. Okay. Wow. Okay, yeah. No shit. Dietrich will take armor. You will reload. Yeah, we're trying to attack the person with lost hit points and less armor, I guess. So let's finish him. Just awesome. Armor. Aim. Good. Oh, you can take it. Armor. Now let glory do her job first. Is he still alive? I hope so. Of course she missed. Good. That wasn't pleasant. I got some new yams. Hyper stash. He was living with junk, with barrels. It's too many of them, like, oh my god. 3, 4, 7 ghouls here. I must kill my Dietrich. Okay, water flow operation control. System initializing done. Restart pump 1. Done. Pump 1 is fully operational. Restart pump 2. Pump 2 is deactivating. Blockage detected. Clearing obstruction. Done. Pump restart has completed with success. Running diagnostic. Success. Pump 2 operating within normal parameters. Cool. Oh fuck. A shambling amount of ragged flesh stumbles toward you. There's a look of desperation in its eyes. Oh, it's something new. Please, don't shoot. The girl's breath reeks of rotten meat. We're not like the others. Okay, relax, I'm not going to hurt you. My overall knowledge tells me that some ghouls retain their brains and mind till some point, until it's degenerated completely. The ghoul's voice comes out in a rasping sob. Thank you, stranger. Considering my condition, I had all but given up hope. Who are you? I speak for Cross Bazaar ghoul population. The Krieger strain may have ravaged my body. It feebly paws at the grey, pustulent flesh that hangs from its bones. But I have retained my mind. Okay, keep talking. Krieger strain, okay, let him talk to us about this. It nods. Of HMHBV, the virus that has infected us, that has twisted us into this. We are not monsters, sir. We are people with an illness, incurable for now, and yet some of us cling to hope. You may think of us as lepers if you wish. Keep talking. We've lived down here under the Cross Bazaar for years. For all that time, this place has provided refuge from the world above. We traded our labor for sustenance, both for ourselves and for our feral brothers, and we survived. But now our food supply has been interrupted, and the feral ones have gone mad with hunger. They're a danger to everybody, even us. You work for food? Who was feeding you? The doctor, a topsider. From your Cross Bazaar, he kept us fed. The contract guaranteed it. Under the terms of our deal, we maintained the pumps that kept the Cross Bazaar sewage flowing. In return, the doctor gave us medical waste to eat. With preparation in, we found that we could get by on what he gave us. The Decker monitored both sides to ensure our mutual cooperation, but with her death, the doctor has reneged on the deal. Without the food guaranteed by the contract, the feral ones have gone mad, and in their madness have made it too dangerous for us to maintain the pumps. Was this Decker named Monica by any chance? It nods. Yes, that was her name. Doctor? You mean Esquivel? Yes, his contributions kept our community alive, helped us thrive. But now that the Decker's gone, he has demanded payment for our feedings. We have no money, but he does not care. He tells us we must find someone who will let us starve. You were the reason why the sewer system took care of itself. Yes. In truth, we would still work on the pumps even without the doctor's payments. We love our occupation. It helps us to feel human. But the changes wrought by the Krieger strain require us to eat human flesh. If you don't, we wither and die. Without regular feedings, we will have no choice but to hunt for food. I think we have a solution to your problem. Its milky eyes widen. Yes, please, whatever you can do. Our situation is desperate. I'm going to have a little talk with Dr. Esquivel, attack the ghouls. I want you gone. I'm going to have a little talk with Saskibel. The ghoul nods. Yes, yes, perhaps you can convince him where we could not. We have a comlink provided to us by the Decker, and his direct line to Saskibel's office. If you call him, he will answer. Ah, there it is. Hi guys, how are you doing? You pick up the comlink receiver. It is a custom job, cobbled together from a jumble of high-end parts. It reminds you of your mission computer, Monica's handiwork. There is a series of staccato clicks as the connection is made, and Dr. Esquibel's voice pours into your ear. It's thick with a blend of irritation and insolence. If you're going to call me to beg you again, you might as well hang up now. I've been bled by you people for too long now. There are plenty of chop shops and organ leggers out there who'd pay good money for. You're not talking to a good dog, and I don't beg. Ankig? Esquibel tries to hide the surprise in his voice. He doesn't do a very good job. What are you doing on this line, my friend? I just had a very interesting conversation with some of your long-term customers. I don't know what those things have told you, Ankig, but they are not happy customers. They never paid me a thing for my services, and they've been keeping the Cross Bazaar series running, Doc. Well, yes, but I don't know why it's my responsibility to pay them for. You signed a contract. I expect you to honor it. Contracts don't last forever, and you'll forgive me for saying so, Ankig, but I can see no good reason to continue honoring this one. My clinic is a business, not a charity. I'm not giving your new friends any more biomaterial unless they pay me for it. What if I offered to pay for their food? One lump sum right now, and you go back to honoring your contract. Actually, let's see. Maybe there could be some barter system. What, like the barter system? I don't think so. I can't imagine what a bunch of super-dweller monsters would have much of value to trade. They're people, Doctor, not monsters. They've already been working for the meals. Maybe you could have come up with other things for them to do. That's an interesting suggestion. The lion gets quiet for a moment. I might be able to work with that. I'll tell you what. You tell their leader that I'll continue feeding them. In return, they'll keep the series maintained like they used to, and they'll agree to do odd jobs for me when I call. Okay, just so we're on the same page, what sort of odd jobs are we talking about? The sort that a pack of bloodthirsty ghouls might be good at. Use imagination. The ghouls that I've spoken with are intelligent and kind. I don't think they want to do dirty work for you. Well, let's start from them. I'm sorry, but this is my material that we are talking about. If we want to keep getting it, we need to provide something of value to me. And as you well know, we have nothing else of value to provide. You've heard my offer. I can do what I tell them to, or they can find their food somewhere else. It doesn't matter to me either way. Okay, I'll give him the message. Very good, and tell him that I'm looking forward to working with them. There's a click at Esquibel disconnects from the line. Actually, that's they live not so bad. I mean, there are much worse things could be. but this place is definitely more greasy, filthy than some others could be. You're back! I've spoken with Askabel. He is offered to resume your feedings, but only on 2 conditions. The shambling figure eagerly clasps its hands. Yes, please, tell me of these conditions. We are willing to be reasonable. He wants you to continue maintaining the sewers, and he wants you to do the jobs for him. I see. Its voice got quiet. Tell me, what sorts of jobs does he have in mind? He wasn't specific, but I think that he was talking about jobs of a bloody kind. A downcast look crosses the ghoul's face. It looks away. I'm not surprised. He sees us as monsters, and he tends to force into acting like monsters. His own pack of mindless creatures to command. We'll be forced to discard that which is most precious to us and act like what we would already thinks that we are. This is the price of survival for us. This is the deal that you brokered. Okay, I'm sorry if it's any consolation, it wasn't my idea. This is what Askabel was willing to agree to. Well, I suppose that I must thank you. Actually, no. Maybe I could choose the option to pay to him. Interesting. The ghoul turns away in misery. Please leave us, and please, do not come back. Okay, let's try other thing. I don't like this. Pum 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 pum. Let's talk with him again. Pum 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 pum. I'll make it easy for you. If you don't feed these ghouls, I'm gonna feed you to them. Askabel's voice gets ice cold. It's never a good idea to fit in your dog tongue, Hig. You never know what might happen the next time you're lying on the operation table. If anything happened to me on your table, the rest of my team would come looking for you. Ah, yeah, there's that. With a long pause. Finally you hear Sig. When Askabel speaks again, his voice heavy with resignation. Tell your friends that I changed my mind. The feedings will resume directly, at no additional cost. There is a click as it disconnects the line. No, I don't like this option. I did this only for a joke. Okay, what if I offered to pay for their food, one lump sum right now, and you go back to honoring your contract? That could be acceptable. It won't be cheap, mind you, but I'm open to the offer. In light of my desire to foster a good working relationship with you, and the ghoul's past service to the Cruise Bazaar, I suppose that I could continue feeding them for, I'll say, another pause, punctuated by a soft dotting sound. 1,000 yuan. Paid up front, here and now, via the convicts in port. Actually, there works many tickets. Socialite. Come now, doctor, you could resell this material to chop shop, yes, but that would take time and effort. The ghouls, on the other hand, are right beneath your feet, surely that merits a discount. And Shadowrunner. I've dealt with a lot of street dogs in my time, never heard of much demand for what you're selling. If you want me to shell out, you'd better quote a low price. I use a socialite. Alright, 600, but no less. Transfer money, deal. You slide your cred stick into a port set into the base of the comb. Well, yes, all these comics have these things for cred sticks. I guess yes, that's one part I didn't know about Shadowrun. A few moments later, you hear the distinctive thunk of machinery clamping down on plastic. There's a low hum, and the machine spits your cred stick back out again. Very well, everything seems to be in order. Yes, very nice. Thank you, Ankik. You can tell your friends that their feedings will resume within the next day or two. I will. Pleasure doing business with you. And you. There's a click and as Askable disconnects the line. Oh, that's much better news. You're back. Okay, I've spoken with Askable. You can expect your regular shadow feedings to start up again any day now. Thank you so much, Topside. This means more to us than you can know. Yay! I restored the freaking equilibrium here. I can go out and live a happy life. Hooray for this. The fresh air of Croy's Bazaar is a welcome relief after your time in the sewers. A cool breeze drifts across the street, carrying with it the smells of food being prepared, cheap alcohol being poured, and fires being lit against the cold. The stench of the sewers, however, still lingers in your nose, a bit of factory afterstate. At least the pumps are working again. Sewage overflowing into the streets would certainly smell far worse. Karma gained 4. Maybe I can use this finally for spellcasting. I mean, I can wait a little more and gain another point of socialite. Like, I don't know. 19, I need 12 more. I can use this for spellcasting actually. Nah. I'll be playing useless mage with good social skills. Maintenance worker. Drake, finally. I was worried you wouldn't come back either. So tell me, what happened? Everything okay? It's taken care of. You can leave. After, give me my money. What about Victor? Oh, your friend isn't coming. I'm sorry. Christ, poor Vic. I don't know how I'm gonna tell his folks. Real close knit family, they were. Item maintenance manual. I found this on his body. Maybe I could give it to them. Ah, thanks, Vale. He turns the manual over in his hands, rubs his thumb over the careworn paper cover. Well appreciate it. Here's the money I promised you. Thanks again for helping me out. So yeah, I got 3 more karma points. That's good. I only need 9 more for the next level. So yeah, that's it for today. I guess the next mission will be a Giesenbrunn Kies Van Frankfurter Tor. Yeah, cool. I can do this next time. Okay, this is the end of stream. Hooray. Oh wait. Okay, I'll do this later.